Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn Sagittarius connection, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my videos all the way through. I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. All right, so we have some romance angels that we're going to put in the middle. I have a deck for Capricorn, a deck for Sagittarius, and then I have a clarifying deck. So we have calling in your soulmate. We have release your ex. We have children. And then we have give your relationship a chance. All right, so I feel like there's a couple things going in here. I feel like the two of you have a strong connection because we have the calling in your soulmate. Although I think that that's for more pulling in that positive energy. And then we have someone who, we have release your ex. So someone is holding on to an ex. We have children. It could be that maybe for one of you or both of you that you have children with someone else, and so you're having to connect with your ex, and that maybe that is causing, like when you connect with your ex, you're angry or you're upset, or that's causing some friction within this relationship, and it's something that you have to be made aware of. And then we have give your relationship a chance. So I feel like these two things are causing a lot of friction between the relationship. Work on your partnership. So like I said, it could be working on that either one of you is holding on to an ex relationship, or it's if you have children with someone, that you're having to be involved with your ex, you're having to communicate with that person, and that person really makes you upset and angry, and you sort of take that out on your partner. Even though you may not have any feelings for that person, well, positive feelings, it's a lot of negative feelings, but that's coming back, and that's affecting the relationship between you two here. All right. So let's look at Capricorn. I'm not sure, you know, who is holding on to their ex. Maybe we'll be able to see something with the cards here. It could be that somebody is holding on to their ex. Children could be that maybe one of you wants to have children and the other one doesn't, you know, within this relationship. Maybe that's causing some issues. I don't know how that could, you know, that could relate to it also. We have King of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Two of Swords, the Magician, and we have the Lovers. I feel like this one is sort of saying is that you realize that there is a problem here, and there is something that has to be done, and that you have to make this decision. Is that do you want to work on this relationship, or you know, or do you not? You have a choice here, Capricorn. There's something that you're thinking about, that you're emotional about, that you know that you have to take an action on with something, because I feel like this has really, there's this wedge in between you. And then we have the Lovers, which is also like the soulmate card, and that's that connection, two people coming to one. I feel that Capricorn wants to work on this relationship and figure out what is that where we can make this work. What are those changes that we have to make? What are those things that we have to do in order to make this work? There's an opportunity that comes in, you know, because you were kind of just letting things roll by, and then you're like, okay, there's an opportunity coming in for you to work on this. And right in the middle of the cards here, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is you know, those are those great rewards for having worked on something, for having, you know, put that effort out and finding that solution to whatever it is that's going on here, to have that stronger connection. All right, we have Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius, and that sharing, that's like that. I feel that that's also about communicating. We have the Ace of Wands. Aces are new beginnings, ready for that new start, charging forward. The cards are just flipping over for you. We have Six of Cups. Six of Cups is, you know, feeling lighthearted, feeling happy, getting back to, you know, that connection that I feel that, you know, it could be that the two of you have been together for a long time. We have Temperance, which represents patience, and that's also the Sagittarius card that represents balance, that represents compromise, figuring things out. Two of Swords. So you're both really thinking about this. You both have the Two of Swords. Sagittarius has this right in the middle. I feel like the both of you are sort of at that point where you're like trying to make those decisions. This has been exhausting for Sagittarius. We have the Ten of Swords. Like, Sagittarius has been through a lot. Four of Swords needs a break. Wheel, ready for change. Three of Swords, some heartbreak. Now this could be about releasing your ex, like letting that go. So maybe Sagittarius is the one that's dealing with an ex, okay? And that ex is making you stressed. And then I felt like the next card needed to come out. And then we have the Fool. So I feel like for Sagittarius, you may be the one that's holding on to that ex that you have to let go of because you have this Three of Swords here. I don't feel like this relates to Capricorn. I feel like this relates to you right here, like releasing the ex, or maybe you're the one with children and that you have to, you know, communicate with your ex because you have the children. And so that maybe makes you like exhausted, that makes you frustrated, and you're trying to find that balance between knowing that you have to communicate with your ex, but yet, you know, you can't let that affect your relationship with Capricorn. Definitely you're stressed about things, you have a lot of anxiety about things, you're worried about things, but with this Fool card coming out, I feel that you're ready to take the next steps. You're ready to make those changes, like you're trying to make some decisions. You're ready for change. We have the Wheel card. I feel like maybe you need some time to yourself just to rest and to think things through, and so that enables you to figure out how to deal with this situation. This is what I'm getting from the reading. It could be the other way. It could be Capricorn that's dealing with an ex, and that's perfectly fine. If you're feeling that it's the other way around for you, that's perfectly fine. This isn't set in stone. These cards could just be presented for you to see this and for you to hear this and for you to have more of an understanding. But what I'm feeling from this is that Sagittarius is the one that has to release the ex and has to find that balance. And you're both, I definitely feel like you're both ready to work on this, and you both have decisions to make, but I feel like you each have to sort of sort through things, because I feel like with the King of Swords here, a lot of thinking going on here for Capricorn, and emotions. But I do feel it's like this progression of, and then getting down here, we have the Three of Cups, making that decision and having that confidence and that clarity about what it is that you need to do. All right, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide between this deck and, I thought it was this one, but I'm kind of having a feeling of this one. Yeah, this feels right. All right, for King of Swords, yeah, renewing that relationship, ready for this relationship, ready to work on it, ready to fill that cup up, ready to, and with this, with the moon there, I feel like it shows that this is going to take some time. This is not something that is going to be immediately solved, because I do feel like there is another person involved in this relationship, that there is someone else that is affecting this relationship, that is causing a lot of strife, that is causing a lot of issues. Has nothing, no negativity, you know, as far as the children. You know, I don't feel anything that. The only thing I could say is that the other way this could be is that maybe one of you like wants to have children and the other person doesn't, and that may be something that, you know, may be causing a problem. But I'm feeling more like it's somebody who has children with someone else, and that X is causing some issues. We have Four of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Swords, ready to work on things. Like, you've been through a lot. I feel like this has caused a lot of arguments and problems within the relationship, but it's not really about you and this person. It's about this person here, this X person here, that's causing the problems. The Emperor, putting that plan in place, figuring out what it is that we need to do, that you need to do to work on your relationship for you, and not letting this X put that energy and cause a wedge between the two of you. Temperance, so again, Temperance is the Sagittarius card. You both have the Temperance card, both in the same spot. You both want to find that compromise. You both want to find that balance. You both, you know, need to be patient to work through this, to work this out. It's about not getting mad at each other about things, but working together as a partnership on this thing, and not blaming the other person, but working together to find out the solution, which is Nine of Pentacles, is very rewarding. And then we have the Hangman, which is about looking at things from a different perspective, taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective. And maybe that's what it is for Capricorn to step back and say, yeah, like, why am I getting mad at Sagittarius all the time, when really it's this energy right here that I need to be, you know, I need to direct my anger at. But I also can't let this person cause this wedge between me and Sagittarius. Like, maybe Capricorn needs to step back and just let Sagittarius deal with this. And maybe when Sagittarius does deal with the X, then Sagittarius needs that time to themselves to kind of calm down, clear their mind, clear their space, and then they can, you know, Capricorn and can connect with Sagittarius, kind of giving Sagittarius that space to get through all of that negative energy from the X there. We have Seven of Swords, and then we have the Magician again. The Magician is about having confidence. We also have the Infinity sign, which represents individual empowerment and everlasting love. I do feel that there is a strong connection, and I feel like Capricorn feels the same way, because you have the Lovers as an overall energy, and then we have the soulmate connection there. I just feel like Capricorn has to make sure that they're, you know, honest with Sagittarius about their feelings, and saying that, yes, this does bother me, but yes, I want to work on this. I want to figure out a solution to where we're not letting this energy here affect us, that it doesn't have anything to do with our relationship. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups could represent, you know, that third party situation there where this X is involved, but it's also about celebrating and being happy and ready for those changes, ready for those things to happen. The Empress also represents birth, marriage, and, you know, growing that relationship. And I feel like this relationship is going to grow a lot from this situation, because this is a very stressful situation, you know, when you have a ex-spouse that, you know, is involved in your relationship. They put a lot of stress, and sometimes that's what they're trying to do, is to create that stress and to create that drama. But you have to be made step back and make sure that you're aware of that, and not letting that person's energy get into your relationship. This also could mean that if it's a different scenario where the two of you are together and you're working on your relationship, but one of you wants to have children and one of you doesn't, that maybe the mind has changed. Like maybe you both decide, like you have a compromise and you're like, okay, let's, do this once we're settled, or, in I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes, but I need, some more time. Let's revisit this in a year, or whatever that solution is. So it could be that, minds are starting to change here about having children. We have Two of Swords, making that decision, things falling in your favor. We have Justice. That's again about balance. That's about things falling in your favor. It's about evening things out, balancing things out. Finding that balance between, having to deal with this person, but not letting that person affect you. We have the Magician, and then we have the Death card, and that's about releasing those things that are no longer useful to you, that are affecting you. It's about transition and transformation, and I feel like this relationship is transforming and changing, because the two of you are working as a team to deal with this problem and not blaming the other person or fighting amongst yourself. And then with the Lovers card, we have the World card, and that's success and victory and happy. And I do feel that the two of you are going to be able to work this out. Capricorn's definitely in that mindset that they want to work this out and figure this out. We have Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Pentacles, and that's working on it, working on sharing. Sagittarius probably has a lot of weight, a lot of heaviness on their side, and that's what I'm feeling, is because they're having to deal with their ex, because they're having to, make sure that they don't let it affect their relationship with Capricorn, but it may just be coming out, you just, like, you can't help it. Like, you always take those things out on the people that are closest to you, and you lash out to those people that are closest to you, and you don't mean to, but they're sort of there, and they kind of get the brunt of it. And I feel like that's what Capricorn was getting. And Sagittarius, I feel, has a lot of heaviness because they're trying to be aware of what it is that they're doing. We have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Sun card right on top of that. About aces are new beginnings and having that start and making those changes. And I feel like it's a lot of positive changes headed your way between the two of you. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles right here, having those beautiful rewards for all of that work that the two of you, that it's bringing you closer together to work as a partnership to solve this X issue. We have Temperance, and then we have the Six of Cups again. The Six of Cups is about, that connection with that person that you've known for a long time. It's about feeling young, feeling lighthearted, being in that happy space. There's two young kids with the butterflies, and the animals are just playing all around. The cups have all this sun shining from it, being in that happy place. And that's what Sagittarius wants to get back to. Two of Swords, making that decision for happiness, making that decision to have that family unit, to have that calmness, to have that security of it. The Ten of Swords, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. This is just temporary for Sagittarius. This is temporary, but I feel like what helps Sagittarius a lot is that knowing that Capricorn has their back, and that Capricorn is there to help them and to support them and to help them find a solution and work through this, and to support them, and that Capricorn isn't becoming like another stress point for Sagittarius, and that you both want to work on this together. We have the Four of Swords, and then we have the Page of Wands, reaching out, connecting, making sure that communication path between Capricorn and Sagittarius is always open, and it's always clear, and it's always available in case either one of you needs that or wants that. We have the Wheel, moving forward with the Chariot right on top of that. That's moving forward progress, getting past this situation, working as a team, moving forward. We have Three of Swords, and then we have the Six of Pentacles again, sharing. Sharing, I feel like Sagittarius wants to share with Capricorn about this heaviness, about this hurt, about this heartbreak, you know, and that sharing, you know, what their feelings are about how it's so difficult for them to have to deal with their ex. And, you know, again, like I was saying, keeping those lines of communication open between the two of you. Then we have the Nine of Swords and the Fool, and then we have the Ten of Wands, is releasing that burden, releasing that heaviness. That's what Sagittarius wants, is to figure out this solution, figure out how you're going to deal with this together as a team, so that Sagittarius isn't having to carry this heavy burden all to themselves, that they're not having to deal with this all by themselves, that they're not feeling alone, that this is something that they know that they have Capricorn as a partner to show them that, you know, they can get through this. And then the final card over here is the Ace of Swords. Aces are new beginnings and getting through a difficult situation. And I completely feel 100% that in this reading that the two of you are able to get past this. But again, it's about teamwork. And recognizing, you know, what the energy is that's really causing, you know, the strife, that's really causing the problems. All right, so let's close out with a Whispers of Love Oracle card. We have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. And I feel like with the Four of Swords here, like that's what Sagittarius wants, is they just want to kind of slow down, sort through things. Let's take a step back. Again, I feel like that's with the Hangman too. That's about taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective. So I feel like maybe that's what the both of you need to do, is sort of step back. You know, like I said, it's going to take some time here to work through this, is to step back and look at the situation and really see what's going on, and then make that plan moving forward and see how things unfold, and then move forward. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.